Hey, fellas. Welcome to another edition of Could Be Wrong. We are without Mike Vernon, but I myself, Nick Schwert, Kevin Meckley, Jayhawk Talk, Kevin Tehan. Mike should be joining us, could be joining us at any moment, but we couldn't wait any longer. We couldn't let this simmer any longer after what was a great game for anybody who had the over on Saturday, because this was a football game between Kansas and Cincinnati that featured 71 points and 1,200 yards of offense. It was not a good game for anybody who was hoping for Kansas to go 2-0 in the Big 12, because they came out on the wrong end of that. And there's a million different reasons why this loss has stuck with me, maybe even more so than the Mizzou game. That one was obviously more emotional, but it was Mizzou, an SEC opponent, like at their place. You went into that with a relative level of caution about, this would be fun if we won, but I'm not necessarily counting it. This was one I thought KU was going to take care of business, and at no point in this game did it really ever feel like they were in control or dictating the way this was going to go.
I was in the booth. I was there, boots on the ground. Never, to your point, never felt great until it felt like you go up in your own stadium and the vibes were pretty good. We got it to fourth down. People were ready. Like it was ready to be a party. And fourth down has killed us all season long. Our defense has been a killer all season long. And the second they got that fourth down, it was over. Like everybody in the stadium knew it was over. Like that was it. It was like, oh, here we go. It was that exact feeling. It went from up here to all the way down. And there were multiple ways we should have won that game. Like we should have won that game 5 ways over. But again, we don't somehow walk away with the loss in a game we should have won, and another 1-score game under this regime.
First loss in the new booth. We have christened the new half booth with an L.
Had to happen sometime.
Yeah, but we reset next year. Remember? We reset next year, phase 2. And then we reset again in year 3 once the new booth is officially complete.
Remember new season last year in basketball?
Yeah.
New season and new.
How could you forget?
It's still pinned on my timeline. I think that's my top tweet. It's new booth, new booth, until we just finally get to phase 16 and really get there.
Yeah. So we're 1 loss in the new booth, and I don't know what upsets me the most, because I think it was one of you guys had texted in the group chat after the game saying like this one, like hours after, like this one's lingering. This one's, that was Kev. And I felt the same way. I was really mad. I didn't watch any football for a couple hours. I waited until the evening slate because I just needed to like step away. And I don't know if it's because KU took the lead with minute 45 left. I don't know if it's because they had nearly 500 yards of offense. There were explosive plays everywhere. I don't know if it's because this looks like, by essentially any metric you want to go off of, one of the best offenses in the country. And yet a week after, we're sitting here singing DK McDonald's praises for getting in West Virginia's quarterback's face. They give up 603 yards of offense. And I think every KU fan watching that game play out, seeing them score the touchdown to go ahead with 1:45, thought that's way too much time. Based on everything that we had seen in the prior 3 3/4 before that.
Yeah, I mean, at the game, again, we score, everyone's really excited, and then you hear the murmur throughout. Too much time, we left too much time, with too much, like that. I bet that was like said in the booth. How many people are there? 50, 40,000?
Tell me.
I bet 20,000 people were saying too much time. Half the booth was saying too much time left.
Well, that means everybody on the field could hear that.
I think they felt it. But you know what? They actually were doing okay. They got it to fourth down. Like you can't give up a 4th and 10. We got no pass rush all day. We had this zero adjustment zone where guys were just like, I'm sure TV didn't do it justice. Wide open. I mean, dudes were wide. Now, to be clear, our dudes were wide open too. Their defense sucked as well. Like their defense was real bad. But it just felt like we had no adjustments. It never felt like there was a blitz. It never felt like, even when there was, it just wasn't there. It was from one week to the next, just a completely different defense to me. And that sucked because I was kind of starting to feel like, all right, maybe we got at least league average defense. That would be great. And we do not.
Which would be enough to compete in this conference.
We got we have one of the top 2 to 3 offenses without question. Maybe the best.
Yeah, we'll find out in a couple of weeks down in Lubbock where they rank. But they're a top 20 offense in the country. Their explosive plays, the efficiency with the pass game, the run game is complementary. They get big chunk plays when they need them. But it's crazy to think that as good as that offense played, it just wasn't enough because we all knew the defense wasn't going to be able to get a stop down the stretch. And I don't know, does this mean we put DK McDonald on fraud watch? I think we just gave him Sick, Rich, Hot, Badass Mofo of the Week last week. I'm not ready to give him Suckbag Loser, but I do wonder if this is a fraud watch alert. 600 yards to Cincinnati.
You can't take away the Sick, Rich, Hot, Badass Mofo of the Week. Everybody knows that, but you can counterbalance it with a fraud watch. I think,
and you can come off fraud watch. You know what I mean? That's not permanent. That's like being in timeout.
Sometimes we put guys in fraud watch to get their attention. Like, hey, it's time, man. Figure it out. And then they always do, except for when they don't, and then they get fired.
So now, as my subtitle reads, no longer undefeated in Big 12 play. So you're not running the table. I said this after the Mizzou game. Like each game, you kind of can check off a different box of what is still attainable and what is not. After the Mizzou game, it's like, okay, I don't think this team is going to win the national championship. But going undefeated in Big 12 still in play. That no longer still in play. I think the big question now, as you get ready for a UCF team that, at least on paper, is about this. I mean, pretty similar to Cincinnati. I know that like they do it a different way. Like their offense isn't going to be as potent. So maybe we see a little bit of regression in that regard. But in terms of just like overall competition, this is another game where you feel like you should win, yet I don't think anybody's going to go into it with the same level of confidence that we did last week.
You're saying they're similar on paper?
Yeah. I want to pull up
so 37,
I want to pull up
34,
like some SP Plus numbers.
UCF.
What's the line? Mech, do you know the line for this one?
Oh, that's a great question. I do not know the line. I've been on NFL mode. Let me check.
I'm shocked.
Okay, so just this is just going off SP Plus, which is Bill Connolly of ESPN's predictive measure. He has KU ranked 33rd. Cincinnati goes up 9 spots after the win to 39th. And UCF is at 43rd. So what's the line going to be? 4.5 again?
I see minus 5.5.
Same as it was against Cincinnati.
Eerily similar. 37-34.
Wow.
They're going to cover, guys.
I just
they're not.
I don't want to be the team that every offense in the Big 12 can get right against.
I thought we were going to crush Cincinnati. Guys, I was pretty heavy on KU on the line. Pretty heavy.
Tough.
Kind of hurt. It was a tough scene. Now, I will tell you, and I'm not proud of this.
Of course.
When KU was up, the money line for Cincinnati was plus 370. And my bets were dead in the water, no matter what happened. So I dabbled a little bit on Cincinnati because we'd seen this movie before.
We've seen that movie before, by the way. You emotional hedging or middling against KU. I feel like you didn't even need to tell us. Like that was kind of assumed that at some point during the game, you were going to put a bet on Cincy.
It was because I was dead. I was drawn completely dead, no outs, 0 dead.
I would like to see the win the win probability chart. I'd like to see the Kevin Meckley's financial support of which team chart. Like how much money you shovel at the other team.
No, I bet you more than I bet.
60% of the way through the game.
But I will 100% middle. Yeah, I middle a lot. Like I'll get on one side and then I'll be up and I'll middle the other side and try to.
How's your balance sheet looking this season?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Good for you. Really happy for you, man.
Listen, the comments, they appear to be upset about this. We don't get mad at a guy for generating alpha.
No. Further, no. That I don't allow that. I don't allow betting. If people bet against their own team, it's not because they want them to lose. Okay, ever. No one ever wants their team to lose. I was
emotional hedge.
1,000% good with KU winning. 1,000% good. Is it blood money? Yes, it is blood money. Yes, I will accept that comment. Enjoy your blood money. That's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that. You're like a diamond miner.
It's ill-gotten gains is what it is. And you know what? Ill-gotten gains still add up. But I'm not proud of it. I much would have preferred my first bet to win, which was KU -5.5, of which I was very strong on and was very wrong on.
No, the listeners you can sue him for this, but we'll talk about that later.
You know what's super frustrating about this one is that after the Mizzou loss, with the way that after the first quarter, they took control of the game, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is kind of a different caliber of athlete. And then seeing what Mizzou's done since then, where it's like, oh, this might be one of the best offenses in the country. Like this running game is very, very potent. It's like, okay, I can kind of live with that. I don't think we're going to have that with Cincinnati. I don't think we're going to look back on Cincy in a month and be like, man, we caught him early. Like we knew this was a team to be reckoned with. And so then the only conclusion I can draw is that you're just going to get big boyed a lot this year. And that's a hopeless feeling to know that like, hey, offense better go out there and put up 40 because whenever you face a competent offense, they're going to do what they want against you.
We should have won that game. Like, to be clear, like you line those two teams up, we should win. That's the thing that's frustrating is I still like KU against them. Like I'd like to play that.
They would be favorite if they played that game tomorrow. KU would still be favorite.
And that's again the thing that maybe pissed me off the most walking away from that stadium was I feel like this is starting to become a trend. Winnable games not being won. And I know it's a comment. You see it a lot on Twitter. People are giving Lance shit about it. When you do not have a good one-score win-loss record and it starts to become more and more and more and more a thing, it's a thing. Like it's not.
People remember those. That's why I texted, this is lingering. This really sucks because that's a lot that I feel like sticks with you worse than losing by 17.
And we used to think, I wish we'd just be competitive. Like every KU fan for a while was like, if only we just were competitive and, we're in the games, you could at least feel some fight. Because there were times when we were getting our asses beat by 40 points. And that was not fun either. But there is a different feeling about winnable games that you're losing that hurts almost or maybe more. Almost more. I think more.
Well, the Mizzou game is obvious the way,
that hurt.
Electing to punt on 4th down. This game, though, in terms of game management, if that's what this conversation is about, what did you want to see Lance do different? Because my takeaway wasn't that game was poorly managed. My takeaway from this game was our defense is ass.
Our defense was ass.
So yeah, I'm saying like, are we putting this in the same bucket as the Mizzou game where it's like, if only Lance did a couple of things different? Cause I don't feel that. Like, what did you want to see him do differently?
Do something different on defense. They didn't adjust at all. Like there was,
but that's on the DC.
Okay, fine. At the end of the day, it's on the head coach. Like the head coach is the head coach. The head coach needs to tell the defensive coordinator what we're doing is not working. Try something else. Like, if he has to do that, then we have a problem. He should have been doing it on his own. But Spags ain't back there calling fancy blitz packages. It was not good.
Yeah. And I guess, this is now the point where you go up against UCF. And frankly, I don't think this is a game. Like, I don't want to do the conversation today. Like, well, what do you want to see versus UCF? I don't care. I don't think there's anything to learn about this. Like, I don't think there's anything to gain other than like you took care of business. There's a lot to lose if you lose again, if the defense looks putrid again. But I think we have to wait a couple of weeks for that Texas Tech game to find out like what this team is really made of. Because going up against UCF, you could go and win by 20. Nobody's going to come away from that game saying, okay, Kansas is legit, because you just did it 2 weeks ago, coming off a loss from Mizzou, and you handled West Virginia. So coming off this loss versus Cincy and then beating the hell out of UCF isn't going to make us feel any better about the trajectory of this team.
I think it will. They need to win. If they win by 30, I'll feel better.
If they win, it'll be like, cool. But I'm not going to make the same mistake I just made 2 weeks ago in saying, oh, this team is back. It's just going to be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, you cannot do that. I agree with you.
Like, expectations are going to have to be tempered until we see how they can fare against Texas Tech. And that might be ugly. Kevin, you and I were flirting about heading down to Lubbock. It's only an 8-hour drive for me from Denver. KU's going to probably be like 2 touchdown dogs in that game.
Well, my brother sold his tickets, so thankfully that decision has been taken out of our hands. I mean, we can still buy tickets, but that would have been easy. It's probably best to watch that one at home, not get beaten within an inch of our life by tortillas.
Yeah, Texas Tech might be a problem this year. I want to do a little bit of a spin here. This Kansas offense. Now, I get it. We saw them play about as good as they could play, minus the fumble at the goal line. But that efficiency that was probably the best we've ever seen Jalen Daniels play.
He was so good.
445 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. And when you look at his season stats right now, I'm going to give you guys some numbers. I don't have my glasses handy, but this is very much a glasses on segment. Season stats, he has 16 touchdowns. That is tied for second nationally, just 2 picks. He has over 1,200 passing yards. That ranks 12th nationally. 9.9 yards per attempt. That ranks 9th nationally. 12.6% of his pass attempts have been touchdowns. That's second in the country. And he has a quarterback rating of 188. That ranks 5th in the country. No matter which way you look at it, he has been one of the most efficient and productive quarterbacks in the nation. And I get that it doesn't feel as good coming off that game where it still wasn't enough. But if you're looking for an avenue to say that this was a one-off and the rest of the season is going to feel different, that's where you start, with the idea that you may have one of the top 5 quarterbacks in college football this year. And I know we did it last year when he was preseason Big 12 Player of the Year, and we feel snake bitten, and you don't want to do it again. We are 5 games into the season, and he looks like the guy we thought we were getting last year.
Well, we're going to do updated record predictions, but at the very least, we're fun and dangerous with him, with this offense. I mean, it sucks to have to flirt with scoring 40 to beat a team like Cincinnati, but they're dangerous enough to beat anybody else on the schedule. So we have made strides.
If we would have won the Missouri game, which we probably should have, like, we'll just call it, and won this game, he'd be a Heisman candidate. He's number 2 in defense adjusted EPA in the nation, which I think is a much better stat than all of the other ones. I mean, it truly measures how good you are against measuring against other defenses, because everyone could just go get a nice big QBR against, marshmallow teams. But it's truly measuring on the efficiency level, his expected points added on passing plays against the defenses that they're playing. And he's number 2 in the nation. And you add in all those other stats and you add in all the rushing stats. Like, the dude's a monster. And unfortunately, he's being wasted by a really crappy defense.
And, I don't want to like talk out of both sides of my mouth here, but when I give credit to Jalen for what he's doing this year, more than anything, I feel like this is a testament to the offensive play calling. Because when you look at the big explosive plays and the big chunk yards that they're picking up through the air, a lot of them are dudes who are schemed wide open, like not a defender within 10 yards of him. Jalen's still got to make the play, so I'm not like totally discrediting him, but it also gives me a little bit of excitement for not just this year, but the idea that like, okay, last year obviously fumbled with the Jeff Grimes hire, still on fraud watch, still on fraud warning, but like it feels very similar to what we had with Kodal Nicki, who might be the sick, rich, hot, badass mofo of the week. I know they lost, but he had one of the sickest play calls for that touchdown in the fourth quarter. I texted you guys, I can't believe KU legitimately might have had the best offensive play caller in the country on their staff 2 years ago. But this guy, Zabrowski, and whoever, I don't know. I know we have a comment from Foggy every single week who's saying we're not giving the other guy love, which clearly we're not because I don't even remember his name. But they've tapped into what KU was doing the first 3 years of Leipold, and it's exciting to watch.
Do you think that Kodal Nicki left behind his special notebook like Coach Klein in Waterboy?
Lubick. His name is Lubick. Jeff. I think Jeff Lubick. So whatever.
Matt?
You want to give it a 50-50 split? Matt Lubick? It could be. Could be Jeff. Could be Matt. I know it's a 4-letter.
It's not. It can't be Jeff. We didn't have a Jeff Grimes and a Jeff Lubick.
It's a pretty common name. It may be wrong, but it's not outrageous to guess.
It's Matt. I'm the staff guy. I know the staff.
Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited because, like, again, I feel like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here. I don't think the majority of like these big chunk plays or explosive plays or big touchdown plays have been like Jalen being Superman, which is great because I don't think you can survive on that week to week. Like, you need a good scheme in place and just ask your quarterback to execute. And that's what you're getting right now.
He's extending plays too, though. He's doing things, he's running the ball. Like, some of those things are not designed, right? But so he is playing Superman sometimes, but I completely agree with everything he said. He's been really good, and they're putting him in a good position.
And I think like
almost good.
No, I think here's the thing. If you have a top 20 offense in the country, as bad as that was on Saturday, like we said earlier, they lined up again right now. KU would be favored again. I think this offense is going to be good enough to get them 5 to 6 wins in the Big 12 this year. And you're just going to need the defense to show up if you want to get more than that.
Man, I was mad leaving that game.
Yeah, what was it like? What was the atmosphere like?
What was it like in my car? Well, my wife was pissed off at me because I was really mad. And the kids were upset that I was really mad, and no one really understood what was going on. Because Dad's mad. That's what was going on, if you're really curious.
What were you just not talking? Like, do you just go into a shell when you're mad?
Did you just hit the steering wheel like 11 times in a row?
A little bit. Just banging my head against it. No. I was not a happy camper. It was kind of a let's go, let's get to the car kind of type of thing. Not like, all right, kids, like, but it's like I was gruff.
Were the doors shut with a little bit more force than they might be otherwise?
Yeah. I mean, there was no one was hurt. Everybody was fine.
Can Dad have a moment in the car by himself, please?
That it was a little more gusto driving, I think, that made people nervous getting out of the stadium. But I'm kind of an aggressive, like, get out of the stadium driver anyway, because it's kind of, you have to kind of,
Well, you're a veteran.
It was the implication.
Yeah, it was the implication.
Did you honk at all? How many honks? Over under half a honk?
No honks. Found my way out. No problem.
Okay.
Had a great parking spot.
It sounds like you handled it well.
I
And
thought
think-
so. That's the thing. I thought I was doing good stuff. I was very reserved for a loss of that magnitude. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
because we actually got somebody wanted to put you on fraud watch for your behavior, and we're declining that. We're declining the nomination of putting Mac on fraud watch for his after game performance.
Could be a nominee for Sick Rich Hot Badass Mofo of the Week because of the wealth that was generated mid game and just the handling of your emotions. Very mature.
See,
Yeah, I agree.
I won money and I was pissed. So that goes to show that it was 100% an emotional hedge.
What was the atmosphere like in the stadium?
Honestly, for a sold out crowd, the worst game day crowd I've ever seen. There was
That's a take.
none.
I need to hear more on this.
Too much premium?
It was so weak.
Was it a wine and cheese crowd?
It was a little bit of wine and cheese, but I want to hear anybody disagree with me who was there. Like, please chime into the chat. It was weak. And everyone said ever, like the most it was ever. Well, first of all, you have to measure against sellout crowds. So sellout crowds aren't always a thing in that stadium. And if there's a sellout crowd, usually something's going right. And there's something like energy in the stadium for whatever the thing is. It was bad, in my opinion. It was family weekend crowd. Sure, that's fine. Then yes, that means, whatever you want to call family weekend crowd, it was 1000% that. But I would say it was the quietest sold out crowd ever. I was waiting for them to pipe in some noise like we do in Allen Fieldhouse to make it sound like it's even louder. Like you needed something. The band was playing while we were on offense, like stupid stuff, like just weird stuff. Like, what are we doing? We had
even in I get it. First half, like second quarter was kind of ugly. So even in the third quarter, they come right out, touchdown drive, tie the game up. And they were just kind of trading points at that point. The next drive, you had the 75-yard touchdown to Henderson. Even at those points, did you start to feel some buzz in the stadium?
I was told to sit down twice. There was me and one other guy in my section who would yell on defense. Like it was a
wait.
crowd.
You were
Who's
told
telling you
to
to sit down?
Yes. Same
Correct.
person?
That's the right answer.
Was it the same person 2 times?
Third down, we stand up and yell. Like at least third down, stand up and yell. Like that's pretty common.
Okay, I think I'm getting it. I think I'm figuring it out here. Now, I'm not trying to say that I'm not discrediting everything you just said, but I feel like if I was told to sit down twice as I'm cheering on my team, I would be red ass. I would be very angry, and I would let that determine my entire viewpoint of the fans that day. Are you doing that here?
I'm not at all. It was that lame. Like I promise you, I am able to separate me and the nice person behind me who just wanted to watch the game on their buttocks in the nice new seats. Like they just wanted to sit and watch and enjoy their day in the blazing.
Oh my God.
It was not good. I'm just telling you, there was someone look at all the comments. It was the lamest crowd.
Rip the seats out. Go back to bleachers. I've had enough. I've heard enough.
Like the stadium's awesome. Like to be clear, it's the first time I was in there. It's awesome. Like it is better than anyone has said. And I've heard that. Like you get in there and you're like, whoa, this is legit. But I will tell you, the game day environment has a long, long, long ways to go. Like if we want to talk about being like a legitimate program, you look around in the first quarter and people are still arriving on the first drive. Like that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. You look around in the fourth quarter and 20% of the students are gone. That's not how you do it. It's like that. And that it wasn't just the students. Like there were 20% of the stadium was gone in the fourth quarter. Not how you do it.
You could see that on TV.
Not how you do it. Sold out crowd though.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and lock in the person who told you to sit down twice as the suckbag loser of the week. That's honestly the most suckbaggiest thing you can do at a sporting event is tell someone else to sit down. I don't care if it's a blowout. Like when you buy a ticket, you have paid for the right to cheer as long as it's, within ethical parameters. You are allowed to cheer as much and as loudly as you want to. So Suckback Loser of the Week, the anonymous person who told Mech to sit down. If you're watching or listening, you've been called out.
They're not.
Well, we'd like to offer you the forum. Come on and defend yourself. Defend your indefensible actions.
Can I give
You
you
ruined the game.
Can I give you a proud dad moment though?
Yes,
My old
please.
son, while I'm standing and yelling after they said, "Can you sit down?" I did not sit down, but I never sat down when they said it. He stands up next to me and yells, and I'm like, "My man," like my son, who's not blocking anyone's view, by the way, stood up and yelled.
Oh, but he will.
I love
Give
that.
him time.
Yeah, I was pretty proud of that.
So, but I don't know how you fix that. Like, how do you fix having bad fans? Because that's essentially what we're saying.
It'd be better.
Are we blaming all of this on family weekend?
I don't think you can. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Now,
Ban families from attending these games, except for you and your family.
thanks. Family day. I mean, there was a vibe of, whatever dads of whatever sorority, they're sitting there with like, there were a lot of family people in the student section, I think, like random people sitting in the student section, which I think is always weird. But yeah, I'll give like 5% to that being family day. That's not enough. That did not account for what I viewed it as pretty weak.
I feel like this kind of speaks to the larger conversation, and I wish Mike was here. We're still waiting for a Mike arrival. Because we've talked about this so many times over the past couple of seasons, the idea of like changing fan psychology. Because at first it was like, we got to get people in the stands. We got to pack the booth. We got to get people to show up. That's going to help with recruiting. It's going to help with potential conference realignment, with NIL, all of it. And I get it, but you can't just do it by asking, hey guys, this is important. You got to cheer. You got to stay till the end of the game. You got to be loud. You don't do it by asking. You just do it organically. And I guess you're right, Mac. You just do it by winning. Like win a lot of games, be the place to be, and then you're going to get more passionate fans in the seats.
Let me tell you what doesn't get the fans pumped up. Carry On My Wayward Son does not.
Oh, I saw the video.
Guys, I took a video of Carry On My Wayward Son showing the big screen, the Jumbotron, and like the words going across, everyone's supposed to be singing along. And then I zoomed into the student section and all of them were like, this is supposed to be like the pump you up song between the third and fourth quarter. Like, get the fours up. Like, everyone sat down and could not have cared less. And by the way, that was throughout the whole stadium. No one was singing. There might be the camera found the 5 people that were singing to make it look like everyone was singing. But even the 5 people with the words on the screen didn't know the words. Like, it was bad. Get it off. Get it all.
I'm trying to find the video. You sent the video, and I think I have it. Let me see if I can pull it up.
It was bad. Like, I knew it was going to be bad. It was bad. And by the way, there were a couple times where they tried to kind of pump up the crowd, but the speakers are loud, by the way, like state of the art sound in there. It is big loud, way louder than the old stadium.
Is it clear?
Oh yeah. Like, it sounded good. Like, all the stadium, very nice. Some of the choices didn't love, but like, it's nice.
It sounds fixable.
Yeah, put us in charge. Like, you don't have to.
Okay, I've got the video up. I'm going to try and play this video here.
Can't hear it.
No audio.
No audio. Okay. That's brutal.
I don't think that's it. Is that it?
This is the video that you sent of Carry On My Wayward Son.
All right.
But I can't play the audio. So, again, if Mike were here, maybe it would have went a little bit differently. But there was a second video you sent that you seem to believe went better. Because we got some scoops from Mike before the game that like, hey, they might be trying out a new fourth quarter song.
Yeah.
And
Can we out his scoops? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you guys.
Here we go.
wow.
You guys watch sports?
Mike, we were just talking about the fourth quarter song.
What about it?
Well, you had given us a little inside info that they might be experimenting with a new song. Mech was in the booth.
Good old college experimenting.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially if what you're doing isn't working, which Carry On My Wayward Son isn't. They seem committed to making that work despite all the evidence suggesting that it's not gonna. And then they did play Higher by Creed at a random point in the fourth quarter, right, Mech?
Interesting.
They did, and it was hype.
Okay.
Hype in there.
I've been anticipating this conversation, and I just want to say this is one of those things that sociopaths do sometimes where you go through the argument before it even happens and think about everything you're going to say and then what they're going to say. And I've done this specifically with me and you, Mech. And I just want to let you know, I've ran through every possible scenario like Doctor Strange, and I win. Okay. I'm just letting you know I win because I knew that you were going to love when they played Creed no matter what.
It's so much better than Carry On My Wayward Son. I'm not even saying it's the right song, but no one else is playing Creed Higher. And you know what? The kids like Creed now. This is weird. Like it's a thing, by the way. Like I was at the Waste Management and people like the kids like butt rock now. Like Nickelback was there and the kids knew all the songs. I'd never been to a Nickelback concert.
Butt rock?
And butt rock. Like Nickelback, Creed, like all that kind of stuff is all butt rock to me. Like, you know, divorced dad rock. I don't know what you want to call it. Like whatever you want to call it, but it's butt rock. My guy, my buddy Nick started calling it that. I just took it. So it's butt rock, but it was better. And by the way, that song, even though like not a Creed guy, kind of a banger. Like the song's kind of a banger.
Okay. Here's the problem though. And I already kind of knew this, but then it got, put right in front of my eyes and it hammered it home. But, 6 hours after KU tried to play a couple of alt rock songs and force feed us that as their stadium anthem, I watched Oregon and Penn State kick off at Happy Valley, and they played Mo Bamba, and that was sick. And in no world, no matter how much of an improvement it was, is Creed ever going to have that impact on a game day environment.
Now they did do swag surfing, to be clear, and that went pretty well.
No,
not for me. Not
original.
Not original.
Not original. I agree.
Again, who else is playing Take Me Higher? And by the way, this is like
couldn't you say there's a reason for that though?
Couldn't
you say there's a reason nobody else is doing it? Because, and here's the bigger issue. Again, we're always sifting through the BS and figuring out what the bigger problem is. And I'm sorry to do this, but I'm worried that there's nobody cool inside the Kansas athletic department. Does nobody have any cool ideas?
I'm willing to accept that. Like, I wasn't going to be on the other side of that argument. I know we were here to debate. I'm not
embrace debate, Mac.
I'm not going to embrace that debate. I'm not taking
the cool.
Honestly, if you just told me, let the basketball coaching staff figure out all the football game day experience stuff, I would feel more comfortable that they would get it right.
I mean, we could let Bill Self figure out a lot of things for KU Athletics, and I'd feel more comfortable with the decision making.
Who's his favorite artist?
Garth.
Well, when he did,
great. Let's play some Garth on between.
Name a Garth song.
I wonder if there's any place that does that.
Do Thunder Road.
How KU football would it be if it's like We're gonna do the basketball coach's favorite song at the football game.
When they did, Matt Norlander used to do that like yearly poll for the NCAA tournament, and he asked every coach their favorite artist, and then like John Calipari would be like Drake. It's like that's cool. Like the recruits are gonna see that one. John Bill said Luther Vandross.
Oh,
Great call by
one shining moment.
Oh,
like that. That's
hold
a
on.
take.
One shining moment. For
yeah.
That's the most KU thing we could do, and it would bang. That's a good call.
It would hurt the performance of the football players, though.
Turn it into a football song. Like, give me 10 minutes and an iPad. Just turn that. The ball is kicked. Yeah, you just go right down the line.
The issue
running for your life.
The bigger issue here is not that like
your Lath Marjan.
Carry On My Wayward Son sucks, and that's a problem. But the bigger problem is them trying to force it. Like, just let it happen. I do not understand this urge to like, let's figure out the song now. Like, I don't know how they started playing Jump Around in Madison. I assume they just played it. Fans got hype. And then they brought it back the next week. Then they brought it back the next week. And then all of a sudden it's a tradition. Same thing with Mo Bamba. It's same thing with every other cool tradition that happens. They're not like, okay, guys, here's the new song. What's everybody think about it? It's like, you know what it is? It's like whenever, like, it'll happen during basketball season. At some point, someone will be like, we need to think of a cool nickname for Darren Peterson. It's like, no, we don't. We can just call him DP. And if something else cooler happens organically, then we can switch to that. And that's fine. But whenever you try to force these traditions, it never works and they're never cool.
Couldn't agree more. We're all on the same page here.
He's already bucket Jones.
But we are forcing it. And so
new traditions in the new booth, man.
But yeah, if they are going to force it, which it seems like they're dead set on, what can we do to help direct them in a better experience?
Well, Tate already put out.
Mac, do you have the guitar handy?
I can.
Do you have a song?
You should get that thing ready, get it tuned up. I mean, Matt Tate already put out probably a 40-song survey on Twitter.
He did do that.
And a lot, I mean, I'd say, I don't know, I just perused it. 60 to 70% of them would probably kill the program if they tried to lean into that.
Bad. Oh my God, where did he come up with those?
Who made them?
Fort Minor? Remember the name? If you play that, the players will walk out and go straight to their laptops and enter the portal. You can't do that.
But I don't know where he got those names at. Like, go through his list.
The athletic department, brother.
Travis needs to pass the aux cord immediately.
Highest row of the booth.
He's at the party. He's like, no. I can save it. The girls will come back. The girls they're not in their Uber yet. We can save it. Let me just play Fort Minor.
Are you kidding me?
Mech, what do you got? Mech's got the guitar out. Do you have an original?
So tonight when I was putting my kids to bed, I was anticipating a conversation about this song. And to prove to you that this song is the right song, I decided to, during the 26 minutes my kids were going to sleep, write new lyrics to Higher about the KU football program and perform them tonight for mostly for Mike. Look at his face.
I've wanted you to do a song for
mostly for Mike. This is for Mike.
Means a lot. This means a lot to me.
I wasn't going to do it unless you came. Okay, you ready for this? All right, careful. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, take it away, Mech.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Can you hear it? Okay, I gotta do this. There we go.
Oh, he's got a. Oh my God.
Clock's ticking, end of half or end of game. Time again. We manage to lose it when we should win, because we don't want to leave the comfort of 8th place. But there's a hunger from the fan base to win games and fill the booth and go to bowl games. Yeah, but we'll go there. We'll make our mistakes. We'll probably go there. Can we make winning plays? Will Lance take us higher to a place where we're climbing free? Where is Carrie Meyer? Sorry. That golden wing. Although I would like a team to change, it helps me to appreciate late night and hoops dreams. But my friend, I'd sacrifice the Final Four if I could make my football team go to Arlington. Well, the only difference is Bill hasn't taught Lance about end of game 2-for-1s. Yeah, but let's go there. Let's not make mistakes. Come on, let's go there. Can we at least beat K-State? Well, let's take us higher. Even without Codell Nicky, is Bill gonna retire? Shocker outside, guess we'll see. But we can't go there. All right, let's go there. Come on, let's go there. Someone ask Kelly. Carry on, my wayward son, is not what we need at this time. Need a banger like Ordinary Day, this song or lump, or I saw the sign. Please just stop, carry on, wayward son, and make it the very last time. Will Lance take us higher to a place where our coach can see? Where is Carrie Meyer and his oh so golden streaks? Yeah, will Bill self-retire? What will that mean for Kurt Townsend? Wait, will Lance take us higher to the Big Ten, where we'll definitely compete?
Everything
Bravo.
we hope for and more.
Wow. I wasn't expecting 3 verses.
Catching a hotel room right now.
Do it like a true rock star.
That was
Yes.
what?
Swear to God.
You wrote that in 25 minutes?
Christ, yeah. I wrote the first verse while I was putting my son away, and I was laughing so hard. I walked into my to talk to my wife, and I showed her what I was doing, and she was like, "Oh my God, don't do it." No, I'm doing it. And so
Wrong.
back in, put the other one to bed, walked back, still laughing, and handed her the phone and said, "Here's what I did." And she was like, "All right, it's pretty good." So yes, I have a witness. It was 26 minutes.
Amazing.
Did you?
That was great, Mac.
What line were you like, oh, this is gonna work?
I really like the Carrie Meyer line.
The Carrie Meyer
Yeah,
line,
that was the best.
I really like
it's
it.
just out of
I
nowhere.
try to keep in the spirit of the actual words, because that's how I can do it fast, because I'm just deleting the line that's there and rewriting the line that sort of rhymes with what was there. So it's not original thought. It's just trying to do rhymes. But
No, it's perfect. Don't ever change your method.
What did you say where the coach can see?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Hard
There
to
were some great lines in there.
I
No need
didn't know
to
if you
Fruiter
did that.
film this thing,
No.
Mike.
I love that what'll happen to Townsend in the middle of the KU football song.
Yeah.
The line where I was actually really excited, where I decided to keep going because I was going to stop and I was like, this is not going anywhere. But it was when you could get to the bridge and you could do the part about Carry On My Wayward Son.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Pretty excited about.
I kept changing throughout. It was
And I decided to weave in basketball for fun. Like that was the bit. Like you had to go back and forth. Yeah. Like
just switching to is Bill gonna retire? It was perfect.
I do like the line of the song. Although I would like our team to change, it helps me to appreciate late night and hoops dreams. It was actually very close to the real line. So like it wasn't that hard but my friend, I'd sacrifice a Final Four if I could make my football team go to Arlington. Like I changed like 6 words in that line, but it's just the words.
Yeah, don't minimize what you did. You put on a master class.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, and the 2-for-1 line was actually my favorite one.
2-for-1 line was great.
Do you guys think
minor remake?
Will they run Carry On My Wayward Son back?
I don't think they can.
You said
they have to see the writing on the wall.
You said higher played well.
I have made a personal thing to make sure that the athletics department sees a million people say this is a bad idea. It's like I'm working really hard. If they do, I give up. Like I did my part. I did my duty.
Very nearly was not played last game.
Then very nearly wasn't. So it was an 11th hour decision. Travis runs into the DJ booth and says, "Play it. Just play it. We gotta play it again."
When they see Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn coming out of the Indians bullpen in Major League 2. That too obscure of a reference. You guys don't know Major League 2?
Exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, when Vaughn comes in and the woman in the booth is like, "Hit it, Jerry."
Yeah.
And they crank Wild Thing again.
Yeah, like the
Ralph
weird
is like,
yeah.
The team's blowing it again. You gotta crank it. You gotta crank it. Tradition.
I picture the DJ being like, no, it's just not a good idea. And he's like, you scared? I'll press the F button. Get out of the way.
Is it time for a pal? Is it time for a Goff DM or is that too much on the nose?
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. I mean, every little bit counts, you know.
Listen, you got his ear.
We all agreed this is probably his call, right?
I'm just operating off the information I've been given. I'm reading between the tea leaves that Mike has provided. That's fair, right, Mike?
He could certainly kill it.
I don't know. I don't know that, but he's involved with that. I would assume.
Isn't that a bit below his pay grade?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have bigger things to worry about? And he's good at the other things. Like his big things, he's great at. You know, raising money. That's fantastic. So far, hiring coaches.
Yeah.
A+.
Great job.
A+.
Picking the music just seems like it should be somebody else's job. Somebody younger and more in touch with what young people like.
Here's the thing. Do you want the whole stadium singing and into it, or do you want the student section? Because it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive.
I want it. You know what I want it to be like? Because this is actually funny. Well, I met somebody on Sunday afternoon who had drove from Cincinnati to Denver.
Fucking weird.
For the Broncos-Bengals game. And on their way, they stopped in Lawrence.
That's rough.
Because they're from Cincinnati and went to the football game.
Yep.
And he's like, the stadium was really nice. He goes, but it didn't seem like people really cared. And
we had a conversation. It was really bad. Game day was bad.
And I want whatever that song is, I want it to be where no matter who you're rooting for, you leave and you say, that was really cool when they played blank. Like everybody got into it. The student section was going crazy. Like it got really loud. That's what you should be going for. So it doesn't matter what genre of music it is. It just needs to be cool and memorable and something that adds to the experience. If you're just playing music to play music, like just let the marching band play Espresso or something, you know?
Oh my God. I have a question. Does it need to be different because this is Kansas football in a 40,000 person stadium than you mentioned Mo Bamba at Penn State? I imagine if you played Mo Bamba at Death Valley in Baton Rouge, it would kind of slap like extremely hard. But
Yeah.
does it have to be something different at KU?
Well, it doesn't have to be lame. It can be different.
And is
but it
that
doesn't
how
have
they
to be-
landed on Carry On? Because they're like, yeah, we can't just play Mo Bamba. We can't just play the fire.
Kevin,
hit.
I'm not even kidding.
And
I'm
like 10 seconds later.
I can't believe we haven't done this yet, but like, I'm not even kidding. I bet you this is exactly how they landed on Carry On My Wayward Son. Exactly.
It's got to be Kansas.
Oh, the band's called Kansas.
Kansas.
Everybody knows that song, and it'll be like our cool thing because, you know, they're Kansas.
The program
and
is the
we're
Wayward.
Kansas. Like, that's how they landed on it. I would be shocked if it's any other explanation. Nobody was like, yeah, this song fucking slaps.
No, there's
we
no.
gotta find a way to get this in the stadium. There's no way, because nobody would ever say that.
Did instead of neck for Baton Rouge and LSU, suck that tiger dong, we could do suck that shoe dong. I think that would be really good.
Yeah, just rip off. Let's just rip off all the
But with
best
shoe,
ones.
though.
We'll play Jump Around in the first quarter. We'll play
Hawk
Neck in
Around.
the second quarter. We'll play Mo Bamba in the third. We're just borrowing from the
Did
greats.
y'all talk about the game at all?
Yeah, for the first 40 minutes of the episode.
That's weird. Don't remember that.
And then we talked about how bad the game day was
Okay.
experience.
I-
The crowd was weak, Mike. It was sold
I
out, but
heard
it
it was bad.
was not there.
What's up with that?
We
We're
We
not
talked about it.
Mike, if you
All right.
if
Next game. We're moving on. Have we talked about the next game?
What's
a little bit, yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, Mike, you missed pretty much the entire episode, so we covered
I
all
heard
the
the song,
ground.
dude. I heard the song, and that was awesome.
Mike,
Do you just want to go rapid fire? Do you just want to rip off a bunch of takes over the next like couple minutes?
give us your takes and we'll respond?
That was the kind of thing that a poorly coached football teams do, like the mistakes that were being made. Marshall Anderson trying to run back that kick at the end of the fourth, the fumble, the drop pick, QB sneak on like third and the longest one I've ever seen, and then getting lucky. I mean, like, it was just it was frustrating having seen it so many times. It feels like the last 2 years. A little bit of deja vu. Still not
Are you
progressing.
putting Lance on Fraud Watch?
No, I think people are mad. It's fine. I get
We did
being-
we need to catch you up real quick, Mike. We did put DK McDonald on Fraud Watch for giving up 600 yards.
That's a good take.
Had
What
to.
the fuck? They focused all week on not letting him run.
Success.
Totally succeeded there. The game plan to leave the receivers wide open as a result, I question.
I do love the idea of going in with like our number one goal, don't let him run. And after that game, going back in the locker room and saying, well, men, mission accomplished.
They did some other
It
stuff.
might have been a bad goal. That might have been a scouting mistake.
Yeah, you know, Mike, somebody said this offense was not the problem. We kind of talked about this earlier, but like you had almost 600 yards. Jalen, you averaged 16 yards per attempt. Jalen looks like one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the country this year. The scheme is incredible. Guys are wide open with, you know, nobody within 10 yards of him. I don't really know if you can come away with this one like second guessing the offense did enough.
No,
win the game.
and Lance should get some credit there too. You know, like you blame him, you know, only blame him for the bad things, but like, goddamn, it's just that was a frustrating loss. That sucked. That's it. Like, in a must-win, or just like such a golden opportunity there for the team, the program. And it was kind of a shame they couldn't get there. One thing that I do like, where people are pissed, and myself included, is like, we talked about this last week. Lance's teams come out the next week and keep punching, and that does give me some hope going forward that these things are salvageable. But that fucking sucked.
Maybe we're better off a loss than we are off a win.
Oh, we got to lose the game before in order to win.
It's a good 6-6 season.
Fuck, it's just the game management thing is pretty tough. I'm assuming y'all got into that.
Not really. I mean, we kind of said, again, when you give up 600 yards of offense, like that was probably my biggest concern. Like, you shouldn't do that anymore. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough to win those games.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a really big problem. They keep giving up 600 yards. They should probably fix that one.
Hey, new goal for DK next week. Hold him to less than 6.
Come on, DK. One thing, lose after a win, or we're better after losses. Before K-State, play Texas Tech. Tank it. Don't want it. Don't want to beat Tech. Need to be at our best coming into K-State.
Don't want to beat Tech.
Yeah. The game management stuff is just frustrating. We're like, once again, a middle 8. The last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half seems to be where they've made things significantly harder on themselves. It's just conservative, or it's not inspiring. Just it feels like the team is aware of, like, they want to get out of there. They want to get out of the first half, and like, you can just see it, and they get popped every time. Yeah.
What do you mean, get out of the first half?
Kill the first half. Like, they're conservative at the end of the half, always trying to get out with whatever it is, and it has bit them in the ass over and over and over again. That's a really frustrating thing to watch. I guess they got their principles. They stick to it.
Are the principles just, hey, don't have killer instinct?
Yeah, they don't. It's just not particularly inspiring. I don't. Steven asked, how hot is Leipold's seat? It's not. It's not.
No.
It's not there. I mean, like, just you still got to zoom out a little bit, and I get it. It's frustrating, and as the investment has gone up, KU's pouring money into the program. You're spending more. Your revenue share is increasing. You're actually, like, more competitive there, which means a little less for basketball. When you pay the coach more, like, you raise season ticket prices. I think fans are right to expect a little more too. So I get the frustration. I think that's totally fair, and I'm frustrated too. Like, that's being a fan. But Lance's seat isn't hot unless something atrocious happens this year, and you got to start being like, what the fuck happened? I don't think we're headed that way, but I guess it could. I don't think that would be very atypical. Even then, that's too big. That's just not. He's been a B plus, A minus. Like, he's been really good. Right?
It's atypical.
Oh, yeah.
To have high expectations and lose 6 in a row to close the season.
I know. Let's not make the same mistake again.
I think I've seen that movie before.
Let's not make the same mistake. It's just like,
I don't think we will, by the way. I think our offense is good enough to win some games.
Yeah.
But I don't. Win-loss prediction. Curiously interesting that Nick left before he got to account for his win-loss prediction.
I'm texting him, see if we can get it. Sorry about that. Sorry I was late, guys.
It's okay, man.
You promise?
Business, dude. Business.
I'm making so many deals out there
in
sales.
I think that our win-loss numbers have fluctuated started pretty high. There were some 10s in there. I think I was always around 8, and I got yelled at for that.
Mm-hmm.
Nick,
I'm down to
No.
you sticking with 8? 7.
Maybe.
The K Ford ratings, which we cited last week, get it cited, had us at 7.9, and I think it's 6.8 now.
Oh wow! See, I'm actually more aggressive at 7.
Well, it's the 8 to 7. The 8 to 7 is right on line.
7.
The comments
I'm
say
down.
9 wins, 8 wins.
I'm down to 8. I would love to be at 9. Foggy. I would love to.
be at 8.
And I can, and I reserve the right to increase it as the season goes on.
You do?
Running out of opportunities.
Yeah, it turns out Cincy at home is a like. Did you talk about the Lance quote? I can get pissed. I know we want to wrap, but like I'm pissed off.
Give me the Lance quote.
It was. Let me pull it up so I don't butcher it. Tate tweeted and was like, "Lance makes a good point." And I was like, "Soft."
Why everyone's dunking on Tate tonight? I liked it. Everyone be nice to
I like
Tate.
Tate too. He's a nice guy.
I do
I
too.
I actually
He doesn't have any good songs that he wants to play. None
I
of them.
thought the songs were odd choices to put in a poll.
They're odd choices.
I don't actually the voice of KU football for a long time kind of was positive, poor like incorrectly for a decade. So
Tate probably won't ask about end of half failures, though. That's
No.
a good point. Casey Sports Authority.
every new coach is hired. He's like, there's a new energy here.
What are you gonna do, though, man?
I know. Well, it's I don't know. Like fucking anyone who's reporting
Why do
around.
you think KU
Also,
hearings
Les
around?
Like
KU
let's
hearings has a voice because for the people that are the things that those guys aren't going to say. So let's just call a spade a spade. KUhearings.com if you want the real answer. If you want the behind the scenes.
he does know it. That's where I'm like, come on, you know it. You know it, man. Knows
You know what makes their job really hard? Not having credentials.
I'm not saying to go crazy. Like, be professional. Or you actually don't go to the press conference and use it as an advantage. They're feeding you shit because I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Like, whatever. Fort Minor, dude.
Fort Minor.
I mean, we can get into it if you want. That's how Les Miles ends up as your coach when he should not be your coach.
I think Jared Kelly makes a really good point, but we won't put it on the screen. Just want to make sure that everyone sees that.
That is a
Okay.
good point, Jared.
Okay.
It's a really good point.
Nick's 8-4, by the way.
There you go.
We're losing steam.
What does he say? KC Sports Authority. They could spin it into more positive too. Like, is there someone on staff that strategizes with you on end of half game execution? What if they have a different staffer every week? And they, instead of like a turnover chain, they put like a wizard hat on them to be the clock management person, a timer. And we all know
Wizard hat.
wizard hat. The clock guru until we like get one right. Basically like the song situation.
I got a better take. I like that take. I actually think I'm not sure mine's better. I do alternative take. Alternative facts. So if there's an opportunity for us to have a really bad call by the referee right before the 2-minute warning, and Lance gets so red-faced that he just worries about that for 2 minutes and lets somebody else, because he will do that for 2 minutes. There was a call on the field, and I was watching the whole time, and of course the cameras aren't doing it, and it was a terrible call. Like, Lance was right, but he found every person with a black and white stripe that he could find in the 785 area code to make sure to talk to them about this call, and did it for 15 minutes. Like, kept finding new people to go do this thing about holding whatever. He did the same movement to all of them. He did not let it
movement.
Lance, your blood pressure, Lance. Watch your blood pressure. Take it easy on him, Lance. There you go. We win.
Here's what Travis Goff should be focused on. Put Bry in a ref shirt and put him on the sideline and pretend that he has just made a bad call, and let Lance go over there for just those 2 minutes.
Just
the end of the first half, and like,
if there's a ball with like 2:05 left on the clock, we're good.
Bryson will argue with them back at him. Yeah.
He will not let, I don't care what the game situation, like time and score, whatever's going on, he 1000% will be focused on that referee call. And I love the energy, by the way. Like, I do kind of like it. Like, if the crowd matched Lance's energy after a bad call, like, we would never lose ever at the booth. Ever.
People would be murdering each other.
Yeah, literally just red meat, just full on red meat Americans. Just like bad. But the point is, he can't let it go. He is an absolute animal on the sideline.
Good.
I love that.
I kind of do too, but literally we need to leverage that toward end of game. And maybe just someone says, like, hey, did you see what that referee just did? Like, someone just tells him something.
That ref just called you a bitch.
Yes, just something.
Just send him to Bryson. Bryson be like, I did call you a bitch. Like,
they don't want you to call an aggressive game. The refs don't want you to call an aggressive game down the stretch.
They don't want you to.
They
don't want you.
Yeah, that's true.
They told you to punt. They told you it's easier on them if you punt.
So here's what Lance said that pissed me off, which was like, or Tate quoted, "This was a good point by Leipold today, and he made it without wanting or trying to point fingers at any one player." Okay, classic Tate. Good point. He didn't want to point fingers at any player. Next sentence. He said if Lathan or Rawls, two players, got that interception late, the drop pick, didn't want to blame anyone. He said if the players got that interception late, the questions in here after Saturday's loss are probably different, but the focus would be the same. I don't really think so, man. Like, I think he would feel better about it, but not that they shouldn't be. Like, there are a number of plays the last 2 years you could say that about. If just one play was made. At some point, winning teams make those plays and losing teams don't. And you have to figure out what it's going to take to get those plays made. And I think it's a shitty excuse to say that's a good point and make that point. You got lucky on other plays. You got unlucky on some plays. Winning teams will find the margin and win them, or have them go your way. That is, and also really want to be an annoying Kansas fan. That's been the Bill Self philosophy over the years, which is those 50-50 balls, right? And you hear them break them down. That's 6 to 8 extra points a game, and that's the difference between winning and losing. And good teams will make those plays. Did we see the Derek Johnson stat? Have we talked about this?
Give it to us.
I think they're 64-15 in the last 2 minutes. Okay. Since 2024, I believe that's 15 FBS games. KU has been outscored 64-15 in the final 2 minutes of the first half, and they have scored 0 touchdowns.
That is the equivalent of 90s and mid 2000s KU football games. Like that's what we used to lose by 64-15. That was what we used to be. That was a Nebraska-Kansas score, Oklahoma-Kansas score. Like that's basically what we are.
It's gonna be hard to win games.
We are that era KU football teams in those 4 minutes of games. We turn into that era of KU football. That's
Schwartz would never acknowledge this.
That's why
Schwartz
I left.
is sunshine pumping. It's really abysmal. Bad. You gotta figure it out, dude.
I mean, they say they're working on situational football in practice. Like that's something that Lance keeps saying, like we're working on that.
After 64-15, they're like, yeah, maybe we should do something here. Maybe they're right.
Just pick those situations. Pick the last 2 minutes of a half as a situation.
That's the situation. It's a specific situation.
I am mad that the more I think about that quote, Mike, the more I get mad. Like I heard it in real life. I was listening to post game. It didn't bother me as much then, but the more I think about it, you're right. Like he boiled it down to the fact that we had a dropped interception. No. That's not it. We had a chance at a tip ball interception. His quote. He said it twice in the post game, by the way. That's not the situation. That's not situational foot. Yes, they should have like a winner. Whatever makes that play, whatever you want to say, blah, blah, blah. A winner also doesn't fumble the ball on the 1 yard line. If you want to make that same argument, right? Like make whatever you want to do on winners make plays, bullshit, whatever, like fine. It's all variance to me. But what is not variance is 64-15.
Yep.
What is not variance is the fact that we give up every 4th down somehow.
Yep.
And don't for them ourselves.
Yep.
What is not variance is everyone in the stadium looked at the time and said, we left them a minute and a half. Oh my God, that's way too much time. That's not variance. So that's the thing that the more I think about it, the more I dislike it too. I'm with you.
Yeah, I thought that was shit. That was not a good point. That's a one-time thing. It's just not. And it's missing the point, in fact. Or
completely missing the point.
Refusing to accept.
If I'm him, here's the quote. You go, look, end of half, end of game situations has been a problem for us. That's on me. We have to get better. Like at the end of the day, the highest leverage situations are something a head coach has the most responsibility for, and our team has not executed on those, and that's on me. We need to be better to win games, and that's on me. You know what? I'm going to focus on that. That's the entire thing going forward. Our team played well enough to win, and we didn't. Like, say that. Don't say we had a chance at a tipped interception. Get that, all right, now you're getting me more mad again. I was over this game. I had gotten comfortable.
No, I'm pissed. That quote pissed me off. And also calling it a good point and saying you're not blaming players. That was me being mad at Tate.
Okay, yeah, I don't like that either. Now I'm mad at Tate. I wasn't even mad at Tate before.
I know. That's what I thought. I was like, well hold on a minute. Why is that a good point?
My dude.
How is that not blaming players? Yeah, that's annoying. You know who coined the middle 8 coach management or the middle 8 last 4 first half, first 4 second half? Like where that came from?
Where?
I'm pretty sure it came from Bill Belichick.
I thought you were going to say Bill Snyder, and I was like,
terrible coach. Does not apply here.
Yeah, that North Carolina coach. Sean Snyder, he gets the middle 8. That was shitty. The other one that was he told the team to get used to. Leipold told the team, you better get used to this. That's the way this conference is. There's going to be tons of close games in the Big 12. You better find a way to embrace it and make things go your way, which I guess is right. But I'm like, it's the Big 12. It's not. It's how it is in the third best football conference. where the teams are all a little less talented. I was like, all right. He's not wrong though.
Sorry, I'm reading more Lance quotes and just getting more mad.
What else did he say? Say it.
I'm done. I'm not reading any more Lance quotes. Now
Give me one. Give me one.
I'm done.
Give me one. And you know what else isn't variance? When Carry On My Wayward Son comes on and people don't get lit for the fifth game in a row.
Now you are trying to prove the code. I'm not interested in having this conversation.
That's
Don't
say a quote. People want you to say a quote. Find a good one or a bad one.
if any teams emerge from KU's 7 one-score games in the last year, where KU is 1-6. I wish I could. If I knew what it was, then we would be doing it. Sorry.
If I have time, I'm gonna look at the win percentage. The likelihood of win percentage on the 4-minute mark at the first half.
We have different people
in halftime, and then the second half. You'll see it. I bet you'll see it tank.
We have different players out there this year, so it's not like it's one thing. I can tell you we have worked 2-minute drills ad nauseum this year. Oh, not drills, to nauseum this year. And situational football has been covered more than ever before. But he did say, but obviously we got to do more, and I need to do better. Okay, I'll give him that.
Okay, good. Great.
All right.
It's taken care of.
Lance.
Maybe the 2-minute drills isn't the issue, and the playing really scared is the issue.
I
think it's the.
What'd you say, Mike?
I'm good. I can't read anymore. I just closed the window.
Good. That's good.
Good. That's for your health. That's for better sleep tonight.
Should we look up stats of war, what it projects for the game? Have you looked at the line? Anything like that?
What do you think the line is, Mike?
I saw it. I've seen it.
There we go.
Literally the same line as Cincinnati was.
Ooh.
I pounded KU, by the way.
Already?
No, in the Cincinnati game. I have no idea what to do now.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like we were going to win that game really at any point.
They should have. They could have.
The whole time it was like, no, they should be winning this
What
game.
do you mean when we came out and stopped them and they got a 93-yard touchdown on the first play and it was 7-0 and everything looked so – the vibes were so immaculate?
You know what's similar to a 93-yard first play touchdown? I'm telling you, this thing is real. You do not want to run back the opening kickoff. It's so much momentum. The team thinks they've won. And
it's real to me, damn it. You've ruined games for me.
No, it's just
with this,
you don't want to
this
break
big play momentum.
Such a bad team.
Reverso momentum.
Early lead, dude. Early ball.
Such a bad. All right.
The crowd sits on. The Carry On comes on. It's like, fuck. I can't even get lit for this awesome song.
Dude,
I normally
they used it all up.
The second I saw the words come on the screen for Carry On My Wayward Son, I can't tell you how angry I was. I was so mad. I was legit mad because I was expecting something different. I was hoping and anticipating a different song. And everyone, by the way, everyone on Twitter gave me shit about this. Like, why are we focused on the game day song? You should focus on the defense. Yeah, fair take. I can't do anything about the defense. Like, I personally do nothing about the defense. I could donate and get new players, but you know what I can't do? Change those players this year. I can do nothing about the defense. I can complain about the defense, but that's not going to do anything. You know what I can do? Tweet to KU Athletics 1,000 times that Carry On My Wayward Son is a terrible choice. A terrible choice for KU football. I can do that.
You can't even tweet at DK McDonald. He's private.
I can't. I can do nothing about the defense.
Really infuriating that he's private.
Can't do anything.
Who is this man? Who is DK McDonald?
Maybe he's not real. I had this take about Furphy
Oh.
he wasn't actually real when he was at KU because no one could find any record of him in his home native country, and that he wasn't actually a real person. Maybe DK is not real either.
He's the opposite, the anti-Furf. I'm not sure he's real.
God, I was over this. Mike, go back to whatever you were doing. Now you pissed me off.
What do we? It's just like,
damn it. Why didn't we win?
It just is. We should have won. It was a missed opportunity. We're frustrated as fans. I think that is fair. I'm not trying to fire Lance. That's also not where we're at. And it's not going to happen overnight. You hope the good of Lance is what we get next, which is that they come out and be the exact same team and play with their hair on fire and beat the University of Central Florida.
Central Florida.
Don't you tell Scott Frost today.
Central Florida University.
Don't you tell them they didn't win a championship.
I'm so confused. Do they want to be UCF now?
Yes.
They don't want to be University of Central Florida anymore.
Voicemails. Oh my God.
Forgot about voicemails.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Keep going.
Are you
They
able to?
want-
No, that's it. I just wanted to clear that up. I didn't know which way it was.
It's 11 o'clock in the Central Time Zone. Are you able to pull a voicemail? Or is it going to take you too long?
I can do it. I can do it real quick. Stats of War has KU 66.5% likely to win and projected with 28 points to UCS. Sorry, Central Florida is 19 points.
Central Florida.
I normally like to do
Central Florida University.
Of Central Florida.
If they were the Citronauts, it's Citronauts, right?
Yeah.
If they were that, I would actually have a lot of respect on their name. Because that low-key is one of the best mascots in sports, had they kept it. Instead, they went to the Knights.
Golden Knights, right?
Golden Knights. Isn't he?
Or wait, we don't even, nobody even knows. They should be the Fruit Astronauts.
The
I
fruit
agree.
astronauts. The Fruitronauts. The Fruity Knots. Fruit Knots.
A Citronaut is elite.
It's elite.
Knight's lame.
Citronaut it's 1000% elite. Those old logos are the nuts. Like I would 1000% more likely go to that university just to wear that gear compared to what they have now.
Yeah. It's not cool what they're doing. Hopefully it's really not cool on Saturday.
Mike, give us something to close us out. Give us a couple you're on mute.
You're muted.
That's
You
'cause I was
unmuted yourself.
Trying to play the voicemails. I'm going to play it unless we would want to do a separate voicemail only one like tomorrow. Or we're here and it's hard enough to get us all here. We should just do it. I'm going to do
Up
it.
to you.
Your call.
Can you do? I don't know if I can do one tomorrow, so I'm gonna play it. Not when I'm uploading it. There are a couple I normally like to listen to these to make sure they're not like.
Oh, we're hearing the unfiltered. Good. That's
I mean, one of us listens
Dangerous.
generally to make sure that like it's not heinous. Let's see what happens. I trust everyone was reasonable after this game.
Oh yeah. Considering you put the
Look,
voicemail call
I
up.
drive 5.5 fucking hours for every single home football game. I devote so much time. I buy season tickets. I fucking get a hotel room. I fucking pay for food, all this shit. I invest so much time and money into this KU football team. We can't fucking punch it in inside the 10-yard line. We can't get off the field on 4 fucking down. What the fuck are we doing here, dude? I'm so goddamn. Am I the suckbag? Is the KU defense the suckbag? Is the O-line the suckbag? Who's the fucking suckbag here? Because I'm feeling like the goddamn suckbag. It just chaps my ass, guys. I don't know what the answers are, how much money we have to stupid, whatever. Like, we got to figure out how to win these close games. We haven't been able to fucking do it. So I'll try not to crash my truck and fucking kill myself on the way home. So
Wow.
have a good one, guys.
Have a good one.
I picture there is a car with like 3 children under the age of 11 in there, just like, oh, Dad's doing the voicemail again. It's probably like his 4th voicemail to us. I hate that for him.
What could go
I do
wrong?
too. It sucks. Look.
Hope he made it. Hope he made it home.
I will say he
He
might
did.
be suckbag loser of the week. I think that might be a good call by him. Might have been.
Lovingly.
Oh, that's
Lovingly
of course.
given.
I mean,
Yeah.
he called it.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All right.
You'll hear a
Let's
different
pause.
song one day.
I mean, what's new? Can't manage the clock. Jalen Daniels can't manage the ball. Walking on right by the Union right now after leaving that fucking piece of shit. Well, maybe we can make it a bowl game. Probably won't. Could be wrong, but that could be multiple seasons in a row without making it to a bowl game. Good thing we invested in football and didn't invest in a defensive coordinator.
Ouch.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. I like the Go Hawks end.
Yeah.
Just walking by the Union. You know exactly where he is. Mike, you're on.
You're muted, Mike. You've been
Sorry, that's because I'm trying to get these without playing them and whatever. I like that he get. Tell us where you are when you're leaving these voicemails.
I do like that. Yeah.
Paint a picture.
Drop a pen.
There's plenty of blame to go around, from JD to the line play on both sides, the defense overall, the injuries, as well as the fans. Our fans. I thought the stadium was sold out, and there's empty seats galore. Our fans are the worst football fans of the Big 12, and it's embarrassing.
Kind of an elite take.
Yeah. What was that?
Tell me.
There were-
Spot the lie. Who's the worst Big 12 fan base in football?
Yeah. I don't know what we do about it. I don't
Like-
blame it.
Think about it. Like, give me somebody.
No, we've gone through the shittiest stretch too. Like shittiest century. It makes
We
it
should,
sucks, though.
if you're trying to right size that, what do? You hire a new coach, you build a new stadium, you invest in football, you do all the things they're doing, and it still sucks. Like the fans suck. Like they just do. It's
It's
bad.
a slow turn. You're
Even
turning
when-
a tanker.
Even when we were good, and we were like good for like a very short stretch, the fans were there, they were loud, it was good. But we still tore the goalpost down after every win.
Yeah,
Every single one.
that was
Just throwing
cool.
it out there. It was fun as hell. Like, don't get me wrong, I was there, man. We were tearing them all down. Not exactly football. The best football fans.
It's
Yet. There's still room.
does suck. Like Key fans are so proud and great fans in one retrospect, and like
Yeah. That's the thing that sucks. Is like it's not it's not like we have people who just don't do athletics.
it is weird. It's a little like it's just because they lose so much. Like so many people have gone and just had horrible experiences for so long. But at the same time, like get excited because it's gotten better, even though we're 61-15 in the last 2 minutes. But God, it's trending up. You know, I don't know.
It was good though, Mike. It's good.
Stadium wise,
Stadium's good.
fuck yeah.
No troughs.
What is it going to take to fucking have a good home football environment?
No Brian Haney in the bathroom either. That was kind of a knock. I think they need to put the radios program in the bathrooms. Just throwing that out there. Kind of a miss. They have speakers. Obviously, they just haven't turned them on. Big miss. Trying to take a piss and listen to what happens during the game.
Include
ball-
that in your DM
No
to
troughs.
Travis.
No troughs. Lots of TVs in the halls, though. I do like that.
What if Lance is just like, hey, I need people in the seats. Do not play games in the pisser.
They're gonna hide in the
As
pissers.
little urinals as possible. 3 per bathroom. No radio. I need them out.
I need them out there. Like, I was trying to get out there. It was 1,000 degrees, and I had several beers and lots of water. It was so hot. And look, I had to pee a lot. What are you gonna do?
The students stayed pretty well.
Not really. 80% full at the start of the fourth quarter, 70% at 5 minutes left.
Well, those people aren't coming. Like, you want to know who you like fuck fan support? Like shit like that.
But it was 75%, probably, maybe 80% over in the whole stadium with 10 minutes left. Maybe. There's a lot of empty seats.
We're gonna need you to go to more games so we can get Mex fan metrics.
Ooh.
Like that.
I want Mech to have like a royal seat in one of the end zones, and whenever they play a song or do fan experience stuff, it's Gladiator. Like, everyone wants to know. Yeah, everyone's going nuts. That would get people fired up. That would get more fan energy than shitty songs that are hard to sing collectively.
I'm just sitting down there with my iPod shuffle, just hitting next song, like with the aux.
They do a giveaway. They do some shitty giveaway or drop it down. They give some pizzas away. You give it the thumbs up. Everyone's fired up. Got another voicemail. This one looked edgy potentially. There's like some Google AI, but I can't really tell what's going on.
There's plenty of blame to go around, from
You already heard this
JD
one.
to the line play on both sides, the defense overall.
We did?
That one. Yeah, that was the last guy.
You want me to upload a new one?
I mean, that's your call. But we heard that guy.
Processing. It's processing.
One more.
Yeah, boys. Devin once again.
Devin.
I would like to add that when the Cincinnati game took place, I was at my in-laws, and my in-laws happen to be lifelong OU fans. They have season tickets. My wife and I currently live in Oklahoma. Shout out to all my Okie Jayhawks. Shout out to my guy Dustin. I see him posting on Twitter often about the Hawks. But my in-laws were super optimistic. They were like, okay, he's going to pull it out. Their corners are going to make a stop. They're going to make a stop. Same people who have vividly forgotten that Jason Bean and Devin Neal own them. But anyways, indeed did not happen. They're all laughing and have a jolly grand time after we lose the game. And I'm just literally sitting there thinking about the PTSD meme of like the dog that's sitting there in the middle of the war with his eyes wide open. And I'm watching our defense give up literally chunk yardage every single down and watching us play prevent and just sitting there in pain. And they're like laughing like this is their first experience. And I'm like, why do we experience this 4 times a year? I don't get it. Why do we have to experience this 4 times a year? And that's where I started to question, like, I love Lance, love him to death. I want him to be the one. But why do we have to experience this 4 times a year? Year 5, why are we experiencing this 4 times a year? And I pray, please let K-State be the one where we don't have to experience it again, to save Lance, to save our fan base, to save our mental health. Love the pod once again. Appreciate you guys. If this gets shown, yeah, just hope Lance gets to stay, man. Hope it goes well. Appreciate you guys. See ya.
I saw the
a lot of prayers.
A lot of prayers.
Oh, you gotta pray.
Oklahoma.
Have to.
I watched with a friend who went to Ohio State, but I've grown up with this person. He watches more college football than basically anyone I know. Huge college football fan. And he was like, yeah, I'll watch this game because it's going to be hilarious. Like, I know, like, you're going to be furious with this game. And he's watching, he's like, oh, man, they should win this. And he's like, I know exactly. Like, he just was like, I've seen it. I know what's going to happen. And we both did.
I think Devin needs new in-laws. I don't like that. Why are they laughing at him? That's
Yeah.
fine.
It wasn't.
Or your son-in-law. Do you want him to take care of your daughter? And
What are we doing?
grandchildren or whatever.
Soon daughter, like yeah, it's 2025, but like yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's right, Mech. That's right.
Oh, I got another one. This one looks short.
I love the sigh.
Oh, God.
Thanks. Okay.
Defense. It hurt. Clint Bowen, secondary, 2006.
Does he like it?
Tackle, Texas Tech, 2008. No. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, no more. Please bring back Brian Borland.
I hope he made it too. Actually, there's a lot of folks I just need to probably do a well check on.
Like an alien pop happening. No.
It was an alien it was a PTSD alien.
You know, when we talk about key football fans being bad, it's like, yeah, that's a pretty good example of like, God, we've seen some just miserable fucking.
Oh,
this shit should kill you. This shit that they've seen should kill you.
We gotta fucking have a home field advantage. Like I cannot handle this. I cannot have this keep happening. We have to do something. Get Lance screaming at Bryson so we can actually win a fucking game and make it loud so he doesn't pay attention to what's happening.
they should just do a Lance cam.
Let him get on Twitter. Give him Twitter. Oh, yeah, that'd be good too. We need a Lance cam. Clint Bowen, Oklahoma State DC. He's back.
How about that?
Yeah. Good for them. Doug Meacham, also back. I think
Crush.
interim head coach.
How about that? Oh, good. That's what we need. More banners from Mike. Can you do one in Central Florida?
Do what? Banners. Oh my God. Just troll him on being go Central Florida, not UCF.
Whatever, save all your money for K-State, because like whatever it costs to pitch in, I'm in. Like, just tell me what the number is, Mike. Like, tell me the number I'm in.
Do you fly it pregame?
I think,
or do you fly it in Manhattan postgame?
well, I don't want to guarantee the.
I mean, that's putting your
that's
putting your thing on the table there.
Can we conditional? Can we do a little?
Nobody beats us 15 times in a row.
I don't like that one.
I do want to know what it takes. Like, give us a number. We can crowdsource this. We need to put one up there for you, Mike.
KU and Vernon own you.
Oh, they hate Bryson. Put Bryson on. I just Bryson.
Who do they hate more?
I think they hate Bryson more.
I think it might be Bryson.
I think it's Bryson.
I don't know.
It's not like with a bullet. Like, I think they're probably within shouting distance, but I think Bryson with his epic Twitter Spaces rant that we were all on.
Yes.
I was in Mexico. I remember I was standing in Mexico by the pool while he was doing that rant. I will never forget it. And then seeing it the next day, just circulating all over the internet.
Was this the insurance?
Yeah, and I was the insurance take the whole time. I was like, wait, that's a noble profession. Quit knocking it. And he was like, no, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying
he used to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the worst part is like, God, he screamed at KU players for 30 minutes. And
that was the part. Yeah. He talked more like 99% about KU being bad and then 1% about that. And then that's what went viral.
Honestly, it was a good fucking rant.
It was a great rant. It was good.
You had to get that out.
Will fucking Howard. I mean, oh man, yeah, that was good. What is You gotta fly. What is a pregame? All right, whatever. We can do it. There's plenty of things.
Let's go. Get it booked. Make sure you got a plane lined up.
Remind me in the morning.
I'm gonna send a reminder.
Bryson has a reputation with KU football staff, says Foggy Hots. Would love to know that.
Bryson has a reputation with everybody. Like, to be clear.
Oh, that man is. You know, he tweeted like, "I might be the most genuine person on Twitter," and I thought about it. I was like, I think he really might be.
No, yeah, I don't mean that as a negative thing. I mean,
Being genuine. No, it's true. That's Bryson. Like, he is who he is. I remember Bryson came on last year during a dark week of KU men's basketball. Was talking about a Final Four. That was a tough podcast for us.
he's a football guy.
He's a football guy.
Yeah, admittedly.
He came on. It was like, I've got these takes, and it was a whole everything we've discussed for this season. And I was like, come on. Hawks by 17.
I did take the alternate line in Cincinnati, dead as serious, minus 17. KU minus 17. Didn't work.
Afraid not.
So it's 1-1 though to this season because I did do it the previous
West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do a little alt line minus 17 KU again and just test the theory. And then I'm going to play it live.
We'll do it live.
You have hope right now for this year? Both of you. Kevin.
There's a little bit left.
They win one game and I'm back. I'm like all the way back. That's all it takes. While we're bad football fans, we're also like like Charlie Weiss said, win 6 games, you're hitting a statue.
I want a convincing win to be back.
We'll talk about the game in Lubbock soon enough.
You to drop 14 in the last 2 minutes. Lance looks at the camera. You like that?
Jared says there's no hope in my eyes. I'm just very tired. That's all it is. I can get there.
I don't have a lot. To expectations, I don't have a lot of hope.
Is a great comment.
What is hope?
John F says, "Is Lance asking Bill how to implement a new season?"
We did this earlier. We already had this discussion.
We haven't even done a new season yet.
Yeah,
this could be it. Do what?
We're only in the first season.
Yeah. Season 1A.
We need to win this week, guys.
Really bad. If they don't win, it starts to look pretty grim, right?
Yes.
It's only a Big 12 road game, which KU's done so well with over the years. Let's lay it out.
I'm betting it right now. minus 16.5. Let's go.
I like that. Yeah. And then it goes to Texas Tech. And then K-State.
It's going to be great.
It could be.
You have to win this game.
I'm going to pay for your flight, your charter plane that flies your flag right now with this minus 16.5. Any guesses what I can get juice to? Oh, plus 300. Let's go. How much should I bet? How much is it to do the thing?
How much do you think it is?
More.
Say it.
More.
$3,500.
That's about right. You're close.
Okay.
Bet enough for that, and we'll be good. Depends how long you want that plane to fly, but you can get it. You can get a bird in the air for that much.
I'm not betting $900 on KU 16.5. Sorry.
Oh, you don't trust Lance?
Huh.
Hmm.
You don't trust
Hmm.
DK?
No, I do have a bet on it though. I can't prove it.
Well, we'll chip away at it. I mean, the K-State game, there's a lot of bets in between, so you don't have to win it all with the Central Florida game.
Yeah, betting goes well too. Like we're gonna win. We're
All right.
going.
What's your predicted score? And then let's get out of here.
All right. Thank you. Kev, you want to go? Fuck. God, this sucks. I'm pissed.
34-21.
Who?
Defense shows up. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
55-27. Defense shows up, picks the ball off twice, scores twice. 2 pick sixes in there. Lots of possessions.
Okay.
Jalen back on Heisman watch.
Wait. 38-31. Hawks win. Hawks win, Hawks cover.
Very boring.
The Hawks win, Hawks cover. Wait, I think history would say KU Lance is bouncing back. Both their QBs have sprained AC joints. I'm not a doctor, but that sounds good.
Okay, I want more points. I want at least 41 points.
There we go. 55. Get up there. You can do it.
More.
Oh. The over-under
51.
54 and a half.
Good. What is it? 54?
54 and a half. I kind of like the over there. We're going to score 40, and our defense can't not.
They're going to score some.
What was the K-State UCF score?
Can you take me higher? 20-34.
So they scored.
Okay.
20.
It's going to require some more research.
I'm betting the over right now. We're gonna get you to your plane by the time this week's done.
Harry Meyer.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Thank y'all for holding it down. Thank y'all for being here. We're gonna fix this thing, or we're gonna yell about it and make cool songs together as a family. Thank you.
Amen.